Here, our first example for 8-4 day 2. We have a solar panel here. It tells us the optimal tilt for the solar panel is between 58 and 60 degrees to the horizontal. So just to make sense of what that means, the horizontal means that it's like the horizon, so left and right. So this is the horizontal here. And we want the tilt to be between 58 and 60 degrees. So in other words, we want to make sure this angle here is between 58 to 60 degrees. All right, so in essence what we want to do in this problem then is we want to verify that that angle is the right angle. So we're going to use law of cosines here since we're given side, 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 19 feet, 20 feet, 18 feet. Side, side, side will be usable to find angle P. You can see angle P here. And again, with law of cosines, it's very important that the side opposite the angle we're looking for is the one isolated. So we're going to have 19 feet on the left squared equals 18 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 18 times 20 cosine of P. So the only thing we don't know is the angle. We know all three sides. So again, we just fill in law of cosines correctly. Make sure this side is opposite this angle and you have it set up right. Just like we saw in day 1, thing to be very cautious of here is all this stuff is together as one term. So keep that isolated from everything else. 19 squared is 361. 18 squared is 324. 20 squared is 400. And then we do 2 times 18 times 20. That's the coefficient of the cosine function. It is being subtracted, so it's going to be minus 720 cosine of P. So when we do side, 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 step 1 is to just set it up properly. Step 2 is to evaluate all these squares in this product. We want to make sure that this and this, the two numbers that don't have cosine attached to them, get moved over to the other side. So 361 minus 324 minus 400 comes out to negative 363. So all the stuff on the left is negative 363. What's left on the right is negative 720 cosine of P. So then we're divide both sides by negative 720. So negative 363 divided by negative 720 is 0.5042. I do want 4 decimal places in your work, so that gives me cosine of P equals positive 0.5042. You can see here since both numbers are negative, we get a positive quotient. And since cosine of P is equal to positive 0.5042, that means that P must equal the inverse cosine of 0.5042. Which is 59.7 degrees. Getting back to the problem, it says the optimal angles between 58 and 60. 59.7 is between 58 and 60. So has Keenan placed his solar panels at an optimal angle? The answer is yes.